China replaces top generals in charge of nuclear missiles in major military leadership shakeup. Taiwan arrests army officer for allegedly leaking military secrets to China. Heavy rain in Beijing, the modern Tofu bridge collapsed, while the one built in 1189 remains intact. The U.S. is likely to use part of the Ukraine budget to support weapons for Taiwan.
China's leader Xi Jinping has carried out a significant shakeup in the country's military leadership by replacing two top generals overseeing the nuclear missile program. The move reflects Xi's commitment to tightening control over the armed forces. According to state media reports, two individuals from outside the People's Liberation Army Rocket Force, or PLARF, ranks have been appointed to lead the unit. Wang Houbin from the Navy has been appointed as the commander, and Xu Xisheng from the Air Force will take on the role of political commissar, a position of equal grade to the military commander. The circumstances surrounding the departure of Wang's predecessor, Li Yuchao, remain unclear. However, the South China Morning Post previously reported that Li, along with his deputy commander and a former deputy commander, had been taken away for investigation by China's corruption watchdog. According to experts, replacing the top figures in the rocket force with military figures from different branches, such as the Navy and the Air Force, is an unusual move. This development follows the sudden ousting of China's former foreign minister, Qin Gang, from his office without explanation, adding to the uncertainty surrounding these leadership changes. The leadership shakeup is taking place at a crucial time for the rocket force, responsible for China's military programs, including its nuclear-tipped weapons and shorter-range missiles to intimidate Taiwan. Given China's territorial claims over Taiwan and its recent military activities in the region, the situation has raised concerns. The rocket force, initially known as the PLA 2nd Artillery Force, was unveiled by Xi Jinping in 2015 as part of a broader effort to enhance the People's Liberation Army's capabilities for projecting China's power outward. In recent years, satellite imagery has indicated the construction of numerous silos for intercontinental ballistic missiles in Chinese deserts, suggesting an expansion of China's nuclear force. The U.S. Defense Department has also predicted significant growth in Beijing's nuclear warhead stockpile in the coming decade, potentially reaching around 1,500 nuclear warheads by 2035. Taiwanese authorities have arrested a lieutenant colonel and several collaborators on suspicion of providing military secrets to China. The Taiwanese Defense Ministry, on August 2nd, revealed that an officer surnamed Xie and other defendants were suspected of being recruited by China to leak national defense secrets and additional sensitive information. China's claims of sovereignty over Taiwan have led to a long-standing campaign to recruit retired Taiwanese military personnel to supply state secrets in exchange for monetary rewards or gifts. Xie is also suspected of organizing a spy network comprising current and retired military personnel, tasked with gathering intelligence for China, as the Taipei Times newspaper reported, citing unnamed prosecutors from Taiwan's High Prosecutor's Office. In response to the arrest, Taiwan's Defense Ministry expressed sadness and strong condemnation for the actions of a few unscrupulous individuals who betrayed their country and its people. China's targeting of Taiwan's military officers for espionage is not new, and numerous cases have occurred in recent years. 7 Taiwanese military officers, including a retired Air Force colonel, were busted for joining a China spy ring earlier this year. Beijing hired the colonel to recruit Taiwanese Navy and Air Force officers. In late 2022, 2 incidents of espionage involving military officers spying for China gained media attention in Taiwan. In November, a retired Marine major was arrested after entering Taiwan's naval base with a forged ID. In 2021, 4 retired Taiwanese military intelligence officers, including a major general, were indicted for spying for China. During the past few days, the Doksuri typhoon and heavy rain in Beijing caused a devastating disaster for the residents. Many houses were destroyed, and cars were swept away. Currently, at least 11 people have died, and 27 are missing. Even the newly built apron area of the Beijing Daxing International Airport, known as a great miracle in the history of world construction, was flooded. The natural disaster has affected around 45,000 people in 13 districts, with a total of 127,000 people who have been threatened by the flood relocated. The economic losses caused by the disaster are being assessed. According to Chinese media, some train services at the Beijing West Railway Station and Fengtai Railway Station were suspended on July 31st and August 1st due to heavy rainfall. The suburban bus line in the west also temporarily suspended its entire operation. The runway of Beijing Daxing International Airport was flooded, with water accumulating partially on the aircraft tires, leading to flight cancellations and delays. Beijing Daxing International Airport's construction began in December 2014 and was officially completed in September 2019. The project took only 4 years and 9 months, and at that time it was hailed as creating a miracle in the history of world engineering construction. On September 25, 2019, Xi Jinping personally attended the opening ceremony and announced the official operation of Beijing Daxing International Airport. On August 1st, netizen Luo Xiang posted a video and described the modern Lugo Bridge on the Xiaoqing River in Doujiakan, Fengtai District, Beijing, collapsed during this heavy rain, and 6 or 7 cars fell into the river, while the old Lugo Bridge, built in 1189, remains intact. This person commented, "With the Chinese Communist Party everywhere, it's always a human-made disaster caused by shoddy construction." The video shows a bridge broken in the middle. A witness said, on July 31st, the Xiaoqing River Bridge in Doujiakan was washed away and collapsed. Among the 8 arches of the bridge, only 5 remained. When the bridge was washed away, 6 to 7 cars were on it and were swept away. The water level rose rapidly, possibly reaching 7 to 8 meters deep, quickly reaching the top of the bridge. The power lines sparked and emitted electricity. It was terrifying. In another video, the broken bridge is being washed away rapidly, and many people exclaim in unison, "The bridge has collapsed." According to CCTV, those stranded on the Xiaoqing River Bridge have been evacuated, and both ends of the bridge have been sealed off. But it is worth noting that flood discharge operations on the river are still ongoing. Some netizens commented on this issue, saying, "Partly natural, but mainly man-made. These are shoddy constructions. China's natural disasters reveal the catastrophes caused by humans. In China, natural disasters are caused by human activities, and people's lives are in a dire situation. The authoritarian government is causing disasters everywhere." This month, the White House will ask Congress to accept a new financing package that can speed up arms deliveries to Taiwan. According to the Financial Times, the White House proposed that the financial package be formed by extracting part of the financial package allocated to Ukraine. If the U.S. Congress approves the request, it will be the first time Taiwan has received a weapons package from a taxpayer-funded system called foreign military financing. The news was released a few days after the U.S. announced an arm package worth $345 million using the Presidential Drawdown Authority mechanism for Taiwan amid the Chinese regime's increasing military threat against the island. Regarding the White House proposal, Eric Sayers, managing director at Beacon Global Strategies, said, "This would be a monumental step that signals how far the U.S. government is now willing to go to accelerate deterrence across the Taiwan Strait." Sayers added, "For decades, we have chosen to only sell Taiwan military equipment, but now we are seeing both the tools of drawdown authority and foreign military financing be deployed, just as they have been so successful in Ukraine.